Hey, welcome back to Ice Age TV. And what's the excitement now? The exciting day in the rain or the mist in this March with the spring around the corner. But what's exciting today? I don't know. I'm going to drive the Lightning. Hey, Ford named their electric truck the Lightning from, remember the F-150 Lightning truck? The gas one? But today I'm driving the Lightning truck that's electric. And what a change up. Gone from the diesel F450 6.7 liter Power Stroke to the 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 Raptor 37, and now we're in the 134 kilowatt 100 whatever it is Lightning truck. Look at this here. This may be challenging. I did not plug this truck in before I left. It sat out my driveway. I'm going to be like right on the edge of how far I drive today. Do I make it? Am I able to go, work, and get back without having to stop somewhere and charge this truck? I don't know. The excitement begins as I go out and work in the field. Then I'm back in doing my thing. So stay tuned for the adventures. Now the first thing you can do, I can take this truck from normal riding to sport. I think I'll leave it in the normal. I could probably turn off the heated seat so that I'm not using any more energy I need to. So I could probably cool down the car a little bit so that I'm not using much energy. And maybe that helps today as we get out of here. On the work day, on an overcast, gloomy day, which that's what it is up here in the Northeast. You get these just long, rainy weeks and weeks, is it? So anyways, just thought I'd share my drive around my different vehicle, because I haven't driven the electric truck in quite a while. I haven't driven that Mustang Mach-E in ages. Now I'm fighting the gate to get out of here. Wowsker on the road. Pretty incredible. I haven't driven this path for close to a month now. And for me, living on the roads up in this Virginia, Maryland, DC area, pretty incredible how being Wednesday, I know for a fact I didn't go this way since I left. So it's been a month. And man, I've been driving these roads, not embellishing, since the late, well, really 1985, but I've been driving this area since like 1991 when I moved up here. It's just incredible how many years I've been on these roads. And it's incredible how really it's no different. This road is no different from the first time I drove up this area in 1989 on a sales call when I got in the fuel industry. I can remember driving up this road to go see a customer. And I mean, once again, there's nothing different. This road's 2 lanes. That's what it was 40 plus years ago, 50 plus years ago. You can even go further than that. But the way it looks, the houses, the scenery, there isn't like a new house that's been built per se. I could be wrong a little bit, but for the most part, all these houses were built back in the 70s and 80s, 60s. As we get up the road of the exciting day. Talk about a lot of different things when I'm on my video in the morning. And I forgot to mention Donald Trump doesn't have much reserves for his election run. I was reading last night that Joe Biden has $131 million in monies for his election as of right now, and Donald Trump has $30 million. And the reason I bring that up is because Elon Musk apparently met with Donald Trump here recently. And irony is, I'll never forget hearing about Elon Musk voting for Joe Biden. And I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, isn't it incredible? You think of a guy like Elon Musk, and I thought to myself, yeah, but I get it. He felt like the green agenda would be his ticket, which it is. And he knew that Joe Biden was be more proactive for the green agenda advancement. So I'm sure that's the main reason he voted for Joe Biden. But now, I mean, Elon Musk, he's very vocal on that X platform. He's calling Joe Biden, he's saying it's treason of what's going on in our country with all the illegals showing up. So for now, Elon Musk, there's something on my mind. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Elon Musk made the difference of Joe Biden getting elected or not. But the whole point is, now Elon Musk is talking to Donald Trump because he feels like this guy, if Donald Trump got into office, he would try to tame down the craziness of what's going on in our country. And you don't even believe it. I mean, get a cough. Didn't want to cough out loud. I just had breakfast. That's why I don't usually eat breakfast before I sit down and talk to my office. I notice when you eat, your stomach's working more, and it does seem to irritate my GERD a little bit more. And for the record, I haven't been really coughing much, so let's see how long it lasts before whatever is going on up here in my own backyard that makes me start coughing again. But anyways, for Donald Trump to come into office, I think that Elon Musk feels like he's going to start getting things more under control. Of just, in so many ways, is the country in chaos? I mean, I have to say, most people are like, no, it's not. I mean, there's not rioting going on the streets. There isn't radical things going on. I mean, but at the same time, you just have to really scratch your head on all this illegal immigration of when it really starts to play out, that it's really a bad problem, and more citizens as countries start to realize that, wow, this country is being undermined like never ever seen, and then you personally are being affected by it. So lots and lots of people are being affected personally by this illegal immigration. Ain't nothing gonna happen. I mean, why would you? I mean, sincerely, you get out of bed every day and you can go to work and you can pay the bills and drive your car and nobody's dying and things are pretty stable and quiet. You're just not going to be the person to jump out of your bed every morning and go fight the politicians and fight the regime to change its ideology and policies. It won't happen. It's just a slow death, is what many people say, is because it just takes time for things to really start to play out. Just like people go broke. Your next door neighbor right now could literally be in dire straits financially. It could take, in today's world of economics, it could take 6 months to a year before you are even recognizing that they've got problems. Meaning, a person doesn't make their car payment. Well, they could wait up to like the 90-day threshold of repossession recourse, and they could make just one more car payment before it gets to the 90-day mark, and they'd buy themselves another 60 plus days, and then just do the same thing in the house. A person's house could be going dire straits, then just at the last second they make another payment just to buy another 2-3 months. I mean, this is going on probably more than any of us realize, that people are literally just on a shoestring and they're just buying another day and just hoping for something to be better. I mean, why do people play the lotto? I mean, look how big the lotto is. What are people doing? They're playing that to hopefully get out of their dire straits of economics. In our country, the government just plays the lotto every day. It just spends whatever it wants in so many ways and whatever, I mean, and I know that's not all totally 100%, but I'm sure many people feel that way, that some of these monies, like I was saying earlier, do you believe that 300,000 plus illegals were flown in to this country out of Venezuela and Colombia, South America, from this sitting administration? Do you actually believe that there were airplanes sent there to pick people up and bring them back? I don't know. But you're reading that in the media. And then Elon Musk gets very, he posts a lot on that X forum of just all the stuff that's going on. But a lot of people call him out and they say what he's posting is not actually factual. So even for Elon Musk, on his own social platform, people now think that he's a propaganda master, that he bought X just to be in his own world. Well, I said earlier in my morning video, yeah, Elon Musk bought it for many reasons, but the primary reason he bought X, in my views, and he even now has admitted to talking about it, is to get the trove of information to feed to artificial intelligence. It's a no-brainer. And if he advanced his artificial intelligence, and the rewards of the money spent with X could be quadruple or 10 times the value of what he paid for X. I mean, it's going on more than ever with this artificial intelligence. I'm driving on the road. It's, as always, road construction. So, I just like to talk like you're sitting right over there next to me. How about that idea? You're my today as we ride down the road, and I'm talking to you as we drive down the road. What do? I talk to myself. Talking to myself on a phone, talking to myself driving a car. But I've done this since 1985. I've literally been in a car or truck or a big tanker truck making deliveries or driving around making sales calls or building my business. So, I mean, this is what I've done most of my life. I've been isolated in so many ways. And that was very challenging, me coming out of working in the auto parts industry, which I did for 3 years, where it was always somebody was in my face and I was around others day in, day out, 6 days a week. And then I went to a total environment that nobody was around me. And I can guarantee you, more than ever in today's society, there are people who be like, you know what? And that's the thing. So many people remotely work now. There's so many ways people do now what I've been doing for most of my life. I've been by myself working, accomplishing things by myself, not having to deal with a bunch of people around me. And I guarantee you, people that remotely work, they're like, yes, that's why I love my job at home. I don't have to deal with the politics of the office. I don't have to deal with the personalities of the office. I have a total isolation and freedom of being in that environment. And I'm sure some people are like, there's hell no, I'm never going back to an actual sit-in office job ever again. Now, I know there's some people that have to show up 1 day a week or 2 days a week, but I can guarantee you, most people on the page that the days of 5 days in an office anymore, I'm done. And I get it. I've had always a lifestyle of being more independent and being on my own and not having everybody sitting next to me. You know, at first, if you're the social person, you won't like that. I mean, I'm sure some people that are such more sociable people that want to be around the pack of people, the sheep, whatever you want to call it, I can guarantee you they're on the page that they don't like this remote working because they're too isolated. I see all the grass, all the greenery is coming in. So the grass, no doubt in my mind, with the weather the way it is, I'll be cutting grass, my guess, by the 3rd week of March. Maybe the 4th week of March, but I have to say I'm probably 2 weeks away. So here are the Ford F-150 Lightning. I've kind of don't have it its most powerful mode. And, you know, I mean, it's a truck, but it's not like the Ford Raptor that I was driving yesterday. That has such more of a personality and so much more excitement. And that's the thing, you know, what excites you? That's what drives us to buying our cars and trucks and motorcycles, SUVs, your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, your husband, whatever it may be. Exciting. And when it comes to these electric vehicles, without having that engine, it's just something about the empty suit. And I talk about it all the time. So in that new Dodge Charger, with them piping in the music to hear exhaust notes, I don't know, I guess it'll probably have some fun to it. But will it really feel like that real race car type of vehicle? And I've talked about that many times on my YouTube channel about how the Dodge Challenger and Charger are cool cars, but compared to the Mustangs, they're just not as sporty or race feeling like my GT500 and my new Dark Horse Mustang. Those have such the race feel. I mean, you feel like that car just wants to go race. The Charger and Challenger, they have that race feel, but not the same. And it's more of that over-the-road, comfortable, luxurious, fast car, but it doesn't have that same type of race personality to a degree. Don't get me wrong, the wide-body red-eye in this track mode, you know, it's a fun car. But the Mustang just seems to radiate more of that race car feel. It's a little smaller platform. It's a little lighter, not a lot lighter, but that's the thing. This new Dodge Charger, with your body in it and any gear in it, you're at over 6,000 pound vehicle. Wow. Compared to like a Mustang, you know, you're at the 4,000, 3,800, 4,200, 4,400. That Camaro that I bought, that Z28, that's about a 3,900 pound car. So you're talking about a 2,000 pound heavier car for the Dodge Charger. And how that relates driving it, I just can't see how you won't feel that heavy car. And then just like this Ford F-150 Lightning truck, I've talked about it many times. When you go through the corners and you brake, and you can feel how this thing just kind of more is roly-poly than just real hunkered down on the road. That Ford Raptor 37 I have It's just such the fun truck. It just has such the attitude. What is that? Now we're in Maryland, and look at that. The creek is down somewhat. All right, as the adventures, or I should say the excitement, continues. Boy, oh boy, if that doesn't send a statement about where we are. Look at this. We're in the real first full week of March, and already the farmers have got their stuff greener than green. I mean, early spring this year, very early. Or does the Murphy's Law play out and we have a major blizzard before the month's out? And who doesn't know these stories? So now we're in the back roads. This is where this truck here, it just bounces along. It just has like the springboard effect because of this big ass battery pack underneath of it. Some might be asking, well, why the hell are you driving an electric truck today when you get such a limited range? This truck is set for me to work out of, do jobs. And I actually got to do a job today on the road, and this has all my tools and equipment on it, and it just makes it a lot easier to work out of this than having to change everything over to another truck. It's just, so I'm going to run the gamble that I'm going to make it. Yeah, stay tuned. Oh boy, hey, this is exciting. It's hands-free. If it lets me talk to you, so hands-free. It's pretty incredible. I had reservations about selling that F-150 Power Boost. I mean, I really did like that F-150 Power Boost. But I got to thinking to myself, it was just kind of like a brick hit me in the head. It's like, but you have an F-150 Power Boost for the most part. I mean, you get an F-150 Lightning truck because it has all the technology in it, which that's kind of what I really liked about that F-150 Lightning was it did have the hands-free driving, and it had the adaptive cruise control, and it was powerful. It really was a powerful truck. So, I mean, an F-150 Power Boost was really a great truck. You know, I mean, sincerely, anybody out there that has one, we got aggravated with this never-ending fight the damn technology. I don't know what's going on with that damn thing of just having this truck would brick itself. So that was concerning. And then the fuel mileage. And I kind of came to closure, you know what, just give up the Power Boost. I mean, all sincereness, if I was down there with the Lightning truck, would I have traded that for that 450? In so many ways, that would have been better. Oh, here we got an accident. That's what happened here. This ain't good. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of interesting, whatever played out in that today. Yeah, sorry there. So anyway, in some ways, I mean, not totally, because this really can't tow, but not like I don't have enough tow vehicles. So it's interesting how that all kind of played out. And once again, this truck here, it's kind of a love-hate relationship. This F-150 Lightning truck, it really is nice, but, you know, just the quirks should go with it. But at the same time, God forbid if we ever had a fuel shortage or fuel crisis, you know as well as I do, the electric vehicles would be gobbled up like never seen. I mean, sincerely, if we ever had a major fuel shortage and you had to go sit in line at a gas station, and you go back to the 70s, I can guarantee you all these electric vehicles would be gobbled up. People would get very frustrated and just start buying them left and right. And then the value of these things would go through the roof. And then I'd be like, why do I want to go sit in a line at the gas station and give this car up to get out of it? And I know it's a long shot for that to happen, but at the same time, today's world, I mean, look over the Red Sea. What's going on over there with Houthi bombing the ships going through there? I mean, people do devious things in this world, and the world markets and oil, they're challenged. It's just incredible on how the world oil market is bouncing around that $70. It kind of gets to 80, it comes back down, because in so many ways, the world is kind of slowed down. China's slowed down. I mean, they really have slowed down. So it's a different ball game. And if Russia and Ukraine weren't in a war, I'd honestly say we probably would have seen $50 barrel this year. Anyways, continued exciting times on this Wednesday as I work Lightning truck. Stay tuned for more.